Hey guys, yeah, she's still sleeping. Babe, get up. Camera crew's here.
Hey. Right. Oh, God.
Now babe, today's schedule. We have to go to Campania, we have to deliver 2 pieces, and we have to pick 2 pieces up. And we have to do it by 3:30, okay? Please don't forget. All right, babe, remember, 3:30.
Yes, dear.
$3:30.
All right, lesson number 1. There are 2 things that are the most important if you want to become an expert painter. Number 1, the desire to learn. You need to exercise this brain of yours. Best thing you've got. Number 2, a glass of wine. Cheers. Let's mix some paints. All right, now that we've mixed some of these blues, it's time for us to start with our horizon line. I always tell my students, whether you're doing either a landscape or a still life, you always need a horizon line. We can go ahead and put our brush down, grab our palette knife, start looking at our blues, okay? I want you to grab your darkest blue first that we made. Don't worry so much about exactly where you're going to put all your blues because we're going to be mixing them all together. But I do want you to think about your tree line here. I want you to go above your tree line with this blue, okay? And you should have a little spot right here. Get some in here. All right. As you can see, I'm starting to blend a little bit with my palette knife. We're going to take our brush out in a second. Start blending all of these colors together. Now, if you noticed, I've left a nice spot in the middle. I like to leave some brightness in the middle of our piece. But before we do that, I like to put a nice big chunk of white, grab a nice chunk of your titanium, and I want you to go along your horizon line. All right? And then literally, the rest of this is all gonna be white. And then we're gonna move all that white around. I call this kind of walking your palette knife. You're grabbing some color while you move it around the rest of your canvas. Don't be afraid to get a nice big chunk of white in there. We're gonna end up blending it all together. All right, we blended most of our sky here. Most of our sky is blended. And we've also started to create our tree line, all right? So, Next thing we're gonna do, since we still have some of our blues made, we're gonna use our blues to indicate the rest of our water. So now, I need to grab some gold. All right, I don't have my gold on me. And we're gonna go back into our land so that we create a marshy feel. And when you're working with a palette knife, I think one of the things that is most important is to have conviction, you know? You gotta go in like you know what you're doing. You gotta go into your canvas. You can't just pretend to do a light little stroke. You gotta go in, I know that I am gonna do a fast movement with my palette knife. I'm gonna lay it here and I'm gonna scrape it up. And I'm gonna lay it here and I'm gonna scrape it up. You start moving all that paint around. That's the fun part. All right, well, funny story. A lot of my students like to call me Bob Ross with boobs or Booby Rossi in honor of the great Bob Ross, which let's all take a moment to honor because there's just no one like him, right? So let's make some happy little trees in honor of our Bob Ross. And you will need your palette knife, some white and some cream, maybe even a little gold. I want you to just line up the tip of your palette knife, all right? Now, let's think about where we want to have some trees. We want them to live, okay? We're gonna do 2 trees. We're gonna think about where they start and how high they're gonna go. I want you to literally lay your palette knife down and just start moving it up. And I want you to give just a couple lines there, okay? And then we're gonna start again, do another one right, I'm thinking another one is about here. And just tap your palette. And I want these 2 to kind of look a little different. Maybe take a little more gold into this guy. All right. Maybe we'll do one more. A little guy right about here. He's trying to be part of the family. Just have fun with it, you know? This is meant to be fun. It's supposed to get you out of your everyday, right? All right, so there we go. We've got some nice little trees. You can add a little bit of darkness to the bottom of your tree. A little bit of burnt umber down on the bottom, closest to your land. All right. Last thing we're gonna do is go back to our greens. Grab some green and some cream and some white. All right. And again, I want you to play around with this. Think about how high you want all of your bushes to go, okay? All right, so one of the last things I like to do is at the bottom of our tree, give a little bit of shadow underneath so it doesn't look like it's just kind of flying there, right? So put a little bit of darkness underneath your trees, then you can grab a little bit of green or gold. Just kind of go in there and shimmy that a little bit. Drag some of it down, just so it looks like it's more in the landscape. There you go. And when you're done and you're happy, you can sign your painting. Remember not to sign, your 5, 6, 7, 8 names. Think about initials or just something in the corner. All right. And with that final highlight, we are done. Voila. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you joining me today on the Cleansed Palette. Don't forget that this is meant to be a beautiful creative process. Getting out of your headspace is one of the healthiest things that you can do, that we can all do. So namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Join me next time. Like and subscribe. Hey there, how are you? I got some art for you. How are you? Good to see you. Your office looks fantastic and clean as always.
Thank you.
Not like my art studio. Goodness. Yeah, she's got quite a few pieces in here. All right, are you ready to see your new piece?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, that is amazing.
What do you think?
Wow. That's amazing.
And it's got your colors. It's got your favorite frame on it, those Italian floater frames.
Yeah, I love it.
I should have better muscles by now after doing this all the time. All right, you happy?
I love it.
Okay, good. I'm so happy too. It'll look great with the rest of your collection.
I know, I'm so excited.
Okay, so I know it's tax season. You need to get back to punching numbers. Not something I want to do. All right, I'll get my people back here and hang it on your wall.
Sounds good.
All right, enjoy.
Thank you.
Let's get a drink.
All right.
All right, bye, love.
See you soon.